If you're running a home care agency, you already know how incredibly rewarding this work can be. But you also know the pressure. It's immense. So today, we're diving into a really critical topic for every single agency owner out there: burnout. And we're not just going to define it, we're going to give you a real toolkit to fight back, reclaim your passion, and finally stop that candle from burning at both ends.
At its heart, running a home care business really is a calling. You're making a tangible, real difference in people's lives. But here's the thing. That calling comes with this unique set of demands that can, if you let them, take a serious toll on your own well-being. In this quote, it just gets right to the core of it, doesn't it? This isn't some sign of weakness. It's a known challenge of this industry. The stress, the long hours, the emotional weight, it's a shared experience. And just acknowledging that right now is the very first step toward dealing with it.
It's one thing to say you feel burned out, but what does that actually mean when you're running your agency? Let's break down what we're really talking about so you can see the signs clearly in your own life.
Okay, so to solve any problem, you have to understand its moving parts, right? We're about to look at the specific factors that make home care such a high-risk profession for burnout. Think of these as the gears in the machine that can, over time, really grind you down. Let's be super clear about what we mean by this. Burnout isn't just feeling tired. It's a very specific state where the cumulative demands, all the calls, all the scheduling, all the worries, they just pile up so high that your ability to cope is, well, it's just overwhelmed. It's a state of total exhaustion on every level: physical, mental, and emotional.
So how does this exhaustion actually show up? Well, it's usually fed by 6 key pressures. As we walk through each one, I just want you to see which ones are kind of ringing a bell for you. Let's start with the first one.
This one is a biggie: the constant draining process of finding good, private pay clients. In such a competitive market, building that solid base takes time, and the pressure to get it done yesterday, that can create some significant ongoing stress. We all know this one, right? The phone rings in the middle of the night and your heart just drops into your stomach. Is it a patient in crisis? Is it a caregiver calling off their 6 a.m. shift? Honestly, either way, it's a massive stressor that just shatters your rest. And this slide just lays out that internal conflict perfectly. On one side, you've got the expectation. We tell ourselves, hey, every call is a chance for business to grow. But on the other side, you see the reality. Constantly interrupted sleep just leads to a drained battery and a nosedive in your productivity. It literally chips away at your ability to function. Next up is a pressure that just builds on top of everything else. Finding, and maybe even more importantly, keeping qualified, reliable caregivers, it's one of the biggest headaches in this whole industry. That constant pressure to be fully staffed adds a tremendous weight to your shoulders. Now, this factor is a little more subtle, but man, is it powerful. You are constantly dealing with families in crisis. You absorb their pain, you absorb their stress, their fear. All of this emotional labor leads directly to something called compassion fatigue, which is a really deep form of emotional exhaustion that's pretty specific to caregiving professions.
The juggling act. You're not just a leader, are you? You're also handling admin tasks, you're doing employee scheduling, you're managing client needs, and about a dozen other things. The sheer volume of this work, day in and day out, just leads to chronic, unrelenting stress.
And finally, let's talk about the money. Managing billing, navigating the maze of insurance, making sure you're compliant with all the regulations, it is all incredibly complex. Financial uncertainty and the pressure to keep the business healthy is a huge and often very unspoken contributor to burnout. Okay. Deep breath. We've diagnosed the problem. Now let's talk about the cure. And this is not about just toughing it out. This is about using a professional toolkit of practical, actionable strategies to get back in control of your business and your life. So here's the most crucial point of this whole explainer. While burnout feels completely overwhelming, it is not a permanent state. You absolutely have the power to change the dynamics that are causing it. It starts with a decision to take action, and we're going to show you exactly how. Let's start by taming that 3 a.m. call. First up, rotate on-call duties. You don't have to be the hero every single night. Share that load with your team. Second, seriously consider a professional answering service to filter those after-hours calls. And maybe most importantly, protect your sleep. Plan your personal time when you know you're off call so you can really truly disconnect. Okay, now for your personal defenses. Self-care isn't a luxury, it's a core business function. Seriously. Schedule time for your hobbies,
for exercise, for your family. Set firm boundaries. When work is done for the day, it is done. Use simple stress management techniques. And please, don't be afraid to just step away for a few minutes to clear your head.
You can also strengthen your business itself to protect you. The biggest one? Delegate. Empower your team to make decisions. You hired them for a reason. You don't have to do it all. Build a network of other owners who just get it. They can be an absolutely invaluable source of advice and support. And finally, invest in yourself. Learning new skills can be a powerful way to reignite that passion that got you here in the first place.
So where does all this lead? It leads right back to the reason you started this whole thing in the first place. The goal isn't just to survive the day-to-day. It's to move forward and to truly reclaim the passion that drove you to build this business.
Just take a moment and think about it. Before the stress and the sleepless nights, there was a reason, a desire to help people, a drive to build something meaningful. That purpose is still there, I promise. It's just buried under all the exhaustion. The goal is just to clear away the burnout so you can feel it again.
This isn't some theoretical exercise for later. This is about taking one small, concrete step today. Are you going to schedule a real lunch break? Will you delegate one task that you hate doing? Will you reach out to another agency owner just to say hi? Decide on that one thing right now. That single step. That's how you begin the journey back to not just running your business, but loving it again.